What happens when you take the screen out of your most powerful media player? Introducing the Denon DJ LC6000. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Holland and this is the Denon DJ LC6000. So this really is an SC6000 media player with the screen, the internals and the sound card removed. So what's left is a very versatile DJ controller that's compatible with Serato DJ, Algorithm DJ, Virtual DJ, and of course it connects to the Prime players, the SE range of Denon DJ players. So this is a very versatile device and works with a lot of gear. So let's take a closer look at how this actually fits in to all those setups. So the LC6000's primary design was to be used in conjunction with one of Denon DJ's SC players, one of the Prime players. So this includes the SC5000, the SC5000M, and of course the SC6000 and 6000M. Now it connects with a simple USB cable straight into the back. All the power and data is transferred through that cable. And when you turn the player on, it will automatically switch the SC player into 2-deck mode, assign itself to layer B, and as you've just seen, switch the view into stacked waveforms. Now the player is completely ready to get playing. We can use the browse controls up here to load a song in on that second layer. Of course, instead of a screen, you've got a massive needle strip here where we can quickly scrub through the track. But the rest of the controls are the exact same. We've got auto loop, we've got cue, play, and all the performance pad modes which mirror the exact same as they do on the SC6000. So it's very quick and easy to get set up. What I really like about this setup is when you've got the player numbers connected and assigned correctly to a compatible mixer, such as the X1850 I have here, the layer color, so the layer color here is yellow, that matches up to the mixer's cue button as well. So yellow, purple, red, and then orange, all assigned here, which is really, really cool. I can even press shift and hold down the view button and switch over the metadata at the top. So this deck's metadata is showing on the left hand side. The only thing at the moment that I would have liked to have seen able to do is to switch the waveforms over, so I can have deck B, this deck here, on top of deck A, but that's a completely personal choice and it's something that Denon DJ are looking into. So with this setup, of course, you can have a very easily set up a 4-deck setup like we have here, but where I think this really shines pairing up an LC6000 with an SC6000 player is when you use it with a single deck. With a single SC6000 player with an LC6000 attached, we have all the power and functionality of a traditional 2-deck setup, but without the cost. This is really where I think the LC6000 shines. It's fantastic value for money and gives you all the functionality of a 2-deck setup. Now, connecting the LC6000's USB port to a computer enables you to use them with a variety of software. Out of the box, there is support for Serato DJ Pro. There's also support for Virtual DJ alongside Algorithms DJ as well. Now, setup is very, very simple. You simply connect the USB cable to the computer, and then when you've launched the program you'd like to use, you'll see that the pads will start flashing. This is your deck selector. So I'm going to select deck 1 for this one and deck 2 over here. If you have a 4-channel device connected, such as a 4-channel mixer, you can of course assign as many of these as you want. Now these are great, everything works as you'd imagine. We can browse, we can use the needle drop, the auto loop encoder, plus all the performance pads down here with dedicated parameter buttons, which is very nice indeed. Now this is great, but I don't think this is the best use case for one of these players when using it with a laptop. For the price, buying 2 of these and a mixer or a sound card will run you into the thousands. I think it's best used when combined with a 4-channel mixer or controller that you already own, just like this. So pairing the LC6000 with a 4-channel device, just like this Pioneer DDJ 1000 SRT, allows us to unlock physical controls over the 3rd and 4th deck. Now, I know you can do that by changing the deck here on the controller, but by doing that, we are losing physical control over one of the decks. 1 minute we've got control over deck 2, now it's deck 4, now it's deck 2, and it can be very confusing between which deck you're on. Adding a player just like the LC6000 to just solely control one deck takes away all of that confusion. And the great thing about the LC6000 having no audio ports on it and just acting as a standalone controller and not an audio device is that we can pair this with any given piece of hardware as long as it's compatible with the software of choice. So if I'm in Serato DJ, of course I can use this 4-channel Pioneer controller. I could also use a DVS setup, say using a Rain SL4 sound card. If I'm in Virtual DJ, I can practically use any 4-channel controller at all, any of them in the world, and pair it up with this Denon deck. That's the versatility and the power of using this as a standalone controller. The other thing you do need to remember, of course, is that you cannot use the LC6000 to add additional decks on. If you've only got a 2-channel output, say a 2-channel mixer, a small controller like the DDJ 400, the SB3, you can't add this on and then add the functionality of a 3rd and 4th deck because there's no audio routing for it. So you will need something that can output 4 channels, but if you do have something that can output 4 channels, the LC6000 is a great device to add on to get physical control of that 3rd and 4th deck. The LC6000s are USB bus powered, but inside each box is an included 12-volt charger. Now the purpose for this is to allow the LC6000s to be used with low-powered devices, such as iPhones and tablets like the iPad. Now, Algorithm DJ natively supports these players, so getting set up is really simple. You'll just need the Lightning adapter or USB-C adapter if necessary. The great thing with the Algorithm DJ app is that you can use these players on their own and use the inbuilt output of the device, say the iPad speakers, or as I've done, you can connect a mixer and map it in yourself. Now, not every mixer in the world will be compatible, but I've managed to very easily get this Denon DJ mixer set up, and it's as simple as that. You can scroll through your libraries on each deck and load tracks in with the click of a button, and everything just works. We even get the album artwork here. And this works even on an iPhone, which is very, very impressive indeed. The power that's now coming to iOS devices for DJing is incredible, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. It's just another example of how versatile these little players from Denon DJ really can be. And there we have it, the LC6000 by Denon DJ. Now, at £600, this is an impressive buy. It's very, very versatile, very capable, especially when you're just pairing it with an SC6000. When you think about the price point of both those products, you can set up a 2-deck setup cheaper than you can buy one CDJ 3000, and that's a really compelling purchase. There are rumours that tractor support is in the works, so we're looking forward to seeing this thing become even more versatile. Of course, record box users, I'm sorry to say, Pioneer DJ, make that exclusive for Pioneer hardware. This isn't going to be supported anytime soon. But the big elephant in the room for me is the Denon DJ Prime 4. Now, this is a 4-deck unit aimed for the users that want to use 4 decks, and this is a perfect accessory. And at launch, it's not supported. If I was Denon, I would have waited until the Prime 4 was supported before releasing this, because I think it's a massive kick in the teeth to those that have invested in the Prime 4 already, and then they get to go witness this working. I mean, if you connect it to Serato, you can get it working, but that's not the purpose of the Prime 4. So we have reached out. There is an update coming. It's in the works, we've been told. But yeah, why that isn't there out of the box, we'll never know. But there are thoughts on the LC6000. What are yours? Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let us know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this? What would you pair this amazing player with? Thanks for watching. Take care wherever you are, and we'll see you in another video sometime soon.